طيب إن شاء الله we'll begin our class. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اتبع هداه. Today يا إخوة we are in الدرس التاسع, and alhamdulillah we have learned so far in the previous lessons of الدروس السابقة from الدرس من الدرس الأول إلى الدرس الثامن. درسنا أشياء كثيرة, many things. درسنا هذا اسم إشارة هذا, ودرسنا درسنا هذه. We learned that هذا is مذكر masculine, وهذه is مؤنث feminine. درسنا هو he, or he is, وهي she, or she is. درسنا ذلك that, وتلك also that, but feminine gender. يعني درسنا ألف واللام, ودرسنا همزة الوصل, ودرسنا يا إخوة مضاف ومضاف إليه. I want you to remember some of the things that you have studied. Just type them in the chat box. Anything that you remember you studied, any concept you studied, just type it in any way that you like to describe it. Just start typing it. Everything you studied from الدرس الأول until الدرس الثامن. Let's see how many things. I've mentioned about 8 or 9 or 12 things already just now. What are the things that you studied? Say the same things that I said. Say other things, what you remember. Let's just start typing them up and seeing how many things we can come up with. نعم ما شاء الله, مضاف ومضاف إليه, أحسنت. صحيح, ألف واللام. نعم. Question. هذا كتاب حروف الجر, أحسنت. نعم. اسم. studied اسم الفعل, صحيح. خفض, مضاف, هذا هذه ذلك تلك, صحيح. ما شاء الله. خط قسم. I'm not sure about this. What do you mean by خط قسم? حرف maybe. خط قسم. هاي صحيح ياسين. شمسي القمري, الحروف الشمسية والحروف القمرية. حرف قسم. هل درسنا حرف قسم يا أبو ميمون? I can't remember حرف قسم in this book. Just remind me. صحيح Alma, the male name, the female name, صحيح. طيفة, فاطمة, علي, خالد. أيوة صحيح, that was in الأجرمية يا أبو ميمون, صحيح. مربوطة makes it feminine, makes it مؤنث, صحيح. So we're just talking about these 8 lessons of Maimun in Madeenah book 1. Just what you recall, Sahih. We just studied Mudhakkar. And if we studied Mudhakkar, then we also studied its opposite, which is مؤنث. نعم, نستخدم مضاف ومضاف إليه. صحيح. مؤنث. The last 2 letters in the word as th. مؤنث. مؤنث. صحيح يا أخي ياسين. Lots of vocabulary. names of different animals, names of different places, school, college, bathroom, mashallah. يعني يا إخوة, as I've said to you before, that these lessons, they only become beneficial when you are building on the previous things that you have learnt. Sahih Akhi Abu Maimun, that those body parts that are in the two of them, and they are mu'annath, and the ones which are single, they are mudhakkar, the sahih. You need to be able to carry that information, carry that knowledge, carry that language with you, carry the understanding with you as you're going through the book and building on the previous concepts, because they come and they're required. You need to apply and implement. And new lessons come and they bring the previous material, assuming that you've understood them. Now, if you haven't understood the previous material, then introducing new concepts, like for example in Dars al-Tasi', introducing new concepts in Dars al-Tasi' is going to be very difficult. It's going to be unnecessary unless you yourselves are ready to take the new material by having learned and consolidated the previous material. So my brothers, all you have to do now is just scroll up and down that sidebar and look at the different things and remind yourselves of the things that you have studied. By all means, copy and paste that whole chat, put it into a file and have a look at it after the class, and go back over the Madeenah book 1 and revise the concepts. Find the different things that the brothers just reminded you of. Ya ikhwah, ad-dars al-tasi'. We have a number of things that we need to learn in ad-dars al-tasi', and I don't know if we're going to be able to cover them all in one day. Let's see. I want to focus on 4 things in ad-dars al-tasi'. Or should I say, ad-dars al-tasi' focuses on 4 things. Or let's say, introduces 4 things. And I bless Sheikh Yasin, Abu Maimun, all the brothers for your efforts and for your sacrifice for attending these classes and trying to benefit from them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them sincere for His sake. Something new that you guys are going to get today. وهو النعت والمنعوت. النعت والمنعوت. يا أيها الإخوة, the first thing that you learn in this lesson today, the first concept that we're trying to, inshallah, introduce this lesson today is النعت والمنعوت. النعت والمنعوت. What is al-na'tu and what is al-man'ut? Well, for those brothers who have already studied Arabic, you may recognize this with another term. You may recognize this with another term, also known as sifatun wa mawsuf. Sifatun wa mawsuf. Okay, so sifatun wa mawsuf is equals na'tun wa man'ut. Okay, na'tun wa man'utun, or an-na'tu wal man'utu. An-na'at refers to a type of word in the text. Na'at describes a word in the text. Al-man'ut describes another word. Sifa, it is the same as a na'at. The mawsuf is the same as al-man'ut. I'm confusing you. I'm beating around the bush. Let me go straight to it. You have a noun, Abbasun. Okay. If I say to you, Hada Abbasun, great. Hada, I'm pointing to him. Or I'm touching him. Hada Abbasun. I say to you, Hada Abbasun. You know exactly what I mean. I completed the idea in your mind by telling you, Hada Abbasun. Hada Abbasun. Okay. But if I want to start describing Abbas, I want to start talking about Abbas. You haven't seen Abbas, but you want to know what he looks like. So I can say, for example, Abbasun Tawilun. Abbasun Tawilun. جيد. Now Abbasun Tawilun, immediately I described Abbas, and that increased your knowledge about Abbas. You know the meaning of Tawilun because you studied it in another earlier class, I hope, which means tall. Did we study Tawilun, brothers? No, we did because we studied Qasirun and all those other words in the Dars al-Rabi' or Thalith. Dars al-Rabi', if I'm not mistaken. I also studied those words. Jadidun and Qadimun. All those words, those adjectives, those descriptions, all of them are called Na'at or Sifa. The word Tawil is a Na'at. The word Ghani, rich, is a Na'at. The word Tajirun, if it's being used to describe a noun, and this is a Na'at. Okay, tell me about Abbas. Abbasun Tajirun. Okay. Tell me about this Tajir. What type of a Tajir is he? Is he Tajirun Ghaniyun or is he a Tajirun Faqirun? The opposite, which is poor. Abbasun Tajirun Ghaniyun. Okay. I shouldn't have said that Tajirun over here is actually a Sifa or a Na'at. I'm probably mistaken. It's an Ism, هذا Ism. Abbasun, this is Mubtada, and Tajirun, this is Khabar. Okay. I want to describe this Tajir. What kind of a Tajir? He is Tajirun Ghaniyun. He's not Tajirun Faqirun. Alright. Hamidun, however, is a Mudarrisun. He's a teacher. Hamidun, beginning part of a sentence, now the Mubtada. Mudarrisun, the Khabar. It's completing the meaning of the sentence. I can't just say to you guys, Ya ikhwa, Hamidun, Hamidun, Hamidun. I can't just say to you, Hamidun. Expect you to understand what I'm talking about. You're going to know something about Hamidun. You need to know something about him. So I'll say to you, okay, I'll let you out of your misery. Hamidun Mudarrisun. Hamid is a teacher. Now you're going to say, Alhamdulillah, that's nice, good information. Now we know about Hamid. We know something about Hamid. He's a teacher. Now, if I have any problems, I can ask him questions about academia, about math, about English, science. Okay. How experienced is this man, this teacher? Is he an experienced teacher? Well, let's find out. Hamidun, Mudarrisun, tell me some information about this, about him being a teacher. What kind of a teacher is he? Meaning, let's describe him in some way. Give me some extra information so I know more about him. Mudarrisun, Jadidun. So now I found out that this teacher, he is jadidun. He's not qadimun. He's jadidun. What does it mean, jadidun, guys? Obviously, everyone knows the meaning of jadidun. And this tajir, Abbas, is a tajirun ghaniyun. Sahih, yes, Sahih means new. Jadidun is new. And ghaniyun means rich. Everyone knows that. I'm assuming, I hope. And the opposite of ghaniyun is نعم فقير بارك الله فيك جيد. So we know that this tajirun is ghaniyun. We know that this mudarrisun is jadidun. أحسنت أبو عمران. أبو ميمون صحيح. فقير is the opposite of ghaniyun. Brothers, hopefully very quickly you've been able to pick up that if you want to describe somebody, all you have to do is add one of those words from a dars al-rabi', those adjectives of describers, ghaniyun, faqirun, shadidun, qadimun, tawilun, qasirun. As I told you before, you want to increase your vocabulary, just learn the opposite of a word when you learn that word. Because immediately you doubled your vocab. You learn 5 words. You learn hot, tall. You learn rich. Okay, 3 words. Hot, harrun. Tall, tawilun. Rich, ghaniyun. Immediately, just by learning the opposite of those words, you doubled your vocab to 6. So ghaniyun opposite, faqirun. Aksuhu, faqirun. طويل عكسه قصير. حار عكسه حار hot عكسه its opposite بارد بارد. صحيح. So now all you have to do is get one of those words and put it after a noun. You have to follow some rules. Look, يا أخي. Look at this word غني. Can you see alif lam on it? You can't see alif lam on it. Why can't you see alif lam on it? Because the word before it that it's describing does not have an alif and a lam on it. Because tajirun doesn't have alif and lam, ghaniyun doesn't have alif and lam. So if you want to describe a word which comes before it, if you want to bring a na'at, like ghaniyun, jadidun, qasirun, harrun, bardun, you want to bring a na'at, and you want to describe a man'ut, which is the word that came before it, the noun that came before it, then you have to look to see, does my man'ut have an alif or lam? In this case, the answer is quite clearly no. Does my man'ut over here, the man'ut means the word that we're describing, does the word mudarrisun have alif or lam? Quite clearly, it doesn't have alif or lam. So, if my man'ut does not have alif or lam, this word man'ut, this thing which is being described, tajirun, mudarrisun, it does not have alif or lam, then the word that I use to describe it is also not going to have alif or lam. Remember that, ya akhi. I'm not going to say tajirun al-ghaniyu. I'm not going to say that. You're not allowed to say that. You have to say tajirun and then you have to say ghaniyun straight away without alif or lam. Mudarrisun al-jadidu or jadidun? Quite clearly the answer is, brothers, you're slow to type. Be quick. I want you to be typing as I'm talking. Jadidun, sahih, it becomes jadidun. Mudarrisun. Oh, guys, I want you to complete my sentence while I'm saying it. Guess the words I'm about to say. That way I know that you're understanding the same concept. And I know that if you've misunderstood, I can quickly recap on something. So it becomes mudarrisun jadidun. It doesn't become mudarrisun al-jadidu. Can't be. Why not? Because, as we already said, mudarrisun doesn't have type alif wal lam. Ahsant ya Yasin. Exactly. Okay, so now let's put alif wal lam on it. At-tajiru. At-tajiru. Abu Afrah got there halfway. Sahih. If the man'ud has got alif wal lam, then the na'at has also got an alif wal lam. At-tajiru al-ghani. What, Abu Afrah? Ghaniyun? Al-ghaniyin? Allahu Akbar. Alif wal lam is not harf al-jar. Farhan? Sahih, Yasin. You. Al-ghaniyu. Barakallahu feek. صحيح يا أخي يا أبو أفرح التاجر الغني نعم المدرس just hit the enter button and start typing again bro المدرس الجديد أحسن الله عليكم بارك الله فيكم so now you know that the man'ud, the na'at afwan, it follows the man'ud in everything that it does. Ya akhi, it follows it in everything that it does. It follows it with alif wal lam or without alif wal lam. It follows it if it's mudhakkar or if it's mu'annath. You can't say tajirun ghaniyatun. You can't say mudarrisatun jadidun. You have to say type mudarrisatun jadidatun. Ahsantum wa barakallahu fikum. You have to say mudarrisatun jadidatun. Sahih. Did we study ma'a as harful jar? Already we studied that. We studied ma'a, which means with, in this book or not? Okay, عند, we studied عند, I think. جيد. عند, تحت, فوق. عند مدرس. عند مدرس سن. مدرسي. الله أكبر. It's not alif wal lam. I didn't say عند المدرس. Then you have to say مدرسي. I agree, Asim. But عند مدرس because no alif wal lam. صحيح. Now I want to describe this مدرس. How am I going to describe him? With alif wal lam and ta marbuta? I'm going to say عند مدرس الجديدة. I'm going to say عند مدرس الجديد وعند مدرس جديد. لا يا أخي. I'm going to say, I'm going to keep it without I'm going to keep جديد without alif wal lam because مدرس does not have alif wal lam. I'm going to keep it away from ta marbuta because this one is also without ta marbuta. But if I said عند مدرس كسرتين, then this one is also, guess what it's going to have? It's also going to have كسرتين. Barakallahu feek Farhan. So you're going to say عند مدرس جديد. طيب عند المدرس. Complete that sentence. عند المدرس أحسن الله إليك الجديد. الجديد عند المدرس الجديد. The problem is we have alif lam in the middle of a sentence and it's hamzat al-wasl. So we're going to say, we're going to write عند المدرس الجديد. عند المدرس الجديد. يا أخي, the first thing that we're going to learn in the درس التاسع is النعت والمنعوت, which is also known in some books as صفة وموصوف. No difference, nothing to worry about. The first thing we're going to learn in the درس التاسع is نعت ومنعوت, and that the na'at follows the man'ut in everything that it does. If the man'ut has alif or lam, the na'at follows it with alif or lam. If the man'ut has no alif or lam, then it has no alif or lam, the na'at does. And if the man'ut has a kasra, this has a kasra. If it has two kasras, that takes two kasras. If it's ta marbuta, if it's mu'annath, let's say if it's mu'annath, rather than saying ta marbuta, if it's mu'annath, then the na'at is also mu'annath, ya ikhwah. Why am I no longer saying if it's got ta marbuta, it's got ta marbuta? Why am I saying if it's mu'annath, it takes it's mu'annath? Mu'annath is the opposite of mudhakkar, and mudhakkar means gender masculine, and so mu'annath is gender feminine, like baqaratun and fatimatu and mil'akatun, and what else? سيارة, all مؤنث feminine. ناقة, أحسنت, جيد. So why am I now saying if it's مؤنث, not if it's ta marbuta? I'm saying that the na'at follows the man'ut. If the man'ut is mu'annath, the na'at is also mu'annath. Why don't I just say if the man'ut has got ta marbuta, the na'at has got ta marbuta? Why can't I say that anymore? I want to take the mic and explain it maybe. We can explain that reason. Yasin, you want to take the mic? If the na'at, if the man'ut is mu'annath, then what should the na'at be? Also, sahih, mu'annath. If the man'ut has got alif lam, which is known as ma'rifah, then the na'at should also be alif lam, meaning ma'rifah, sahih. If the man'ut has got no alif lam, meaning nakira, nakira means no alif lam, then the man'ut and the na'at should also be without alif lam or nakira, sahih. If the man'ut is mudhakkar, then the na'at should also be mudhakkar. So here you have an example. It says Hamidun mudarrisun. Why not mudarrisatun? Because Hamidun is, barakallahu feek, masculine is مذكر صحيح. لا يأبى أفراح. حامد is not مؤنث صحيح هذا مذكر. Okay, you tell me now. I'm going to type something here. And you tell me you have to complete that. حذيفة what happened to my tough one? حذيفة good. There we go. حذيفة do we say حذيفة? Why is it not typing? I'm trying to type but it's not going for some reason. Wrong step. There you go. Okay, so there's some conflict in one. When one of you guys is typing, then I can't type on the board. I think that's what's happening. Someone's doing some chat. So I'm about to give an answer. Sahih. I think Yasin, you were about to do something, right? And then it shows up over here as that you have control. So then my cursor disappears. Okay, just bear 1 second with me. So do we say, Yasin, just yeah. Just stop typing for a second, please. It's time for Salah now, so we have to go. I just want to get this out. حذيفة. Do we say جديد or do we say جديد? There you go. There's a small test for you there, brothers. Yasin says Jadida. What did the others say? Abu Afrah says Jadida too. Oh, interesting. Because Hudayfa too. Abu Afrah's been listening very carefully. I like it. How about Akhi Elma and Abu Maymoon, Farhan, Barakallahu Fik Yasin. That is the correct explanation. Hudayfa is a masculine, and usually, if it wasn't for his ta marbuta, he would have taken 2 dhammas, like for example, Khalidun and Hamidun, and Abbasun and Aliyun. جيد. بارك الله فيك أبو ميمون. So Hudayfa too, he's only got 1 dhamma because he happens to have a ta marbuta. But that ta marbuta doesn't make him into a female. He's still male. And only because he's got 1 dhamma To go one dhamma because of the tamarbuta doesn't mean that he's got alif or lam. Originally his name is, in a state of being masculine without alif or lam. Like Aliyun, Khalidun, Hamidun. Give me above Afrah. Jayyid. So now because Hudayfa we're not interested in the ta marbuta and we're not interested in one dhamma. We're interested in the state of the word, his status. Hudayfun. We could say Hudayfun. Inshallah, when you have a son next, call him Hudayfun, okay? Call him Hudayf. كده أخي أبو الله Hudayf, كيف Hudayf? No, يا أخي, you're going to say Hudayfa too. Why? Because that's the name that you found from the early Muslims, the Sahaba. Found the name, you want to imitate that name and copy that name, that's the name which is available. So you can say Hudayfun, you can, you can call somebody Kitabun if you wanted to, and who's going to do that? You say Hudayfun, but why would you do that when you have a name which is Hudayfatu? So the point is, if his name is Hudayfatu and you want to describe him as Jadidun or Jadidatun or new or tall or rich, are you going to say Hudayfatu Jadidatu or Hudayfatu Jadidatun because of the ta marbuta or because of the one dhamma? Or are you going to look at his status or the state that he's in, which is a masculine? Originally it should be Khalidun, Aliyun, Abbasun, two dhammas. So in that case you say Hudayfatu, as the brothers mentioned earlier, Jadidun. Hudayfatu Jadidun. Sahih Abu Afrah, barakallahu fi. So same goes for Uqbatu and Ukashatu, absolutely. Absolutely. They're masculine, so you refer to them as masculine. And in the case of the nat, you would use two dhammas. And if for any reason you wanted to use one dhamma, then you'd have to say alif lam. Ya Hudayfatu, Ya Abbasu, Ya Abbasu. There's three Abbases turn around, look at you. One of them is short, and one of them is tall, and one of them is fat. You say, Ya Abbasu, and all three turn around. Now you've got to describe which one you're talking about. So now you're going to say, Ya Abbasu, Tawilun. Or are you going to say, Ya Abbasu, Tawilu? Or are you going to say, Ya Abbasu, At-Tawilu? Which one? Abu Afrah, you missed Ad-Das al-Rabi'. Or when we introduced Ya of An-Nida, calling on someone. Farhan, your spelling just confused me for a second, but you are correct. Ya Abbasu At-Tawilu. Because Ya causes one of the dhammas to get taken away. Ya Abbasu. So it's almost like it behaves like alif lam. So then the na'at could also take alif lam in one dhamma. My brothers, this is a very essential part of Ad-Dars al-Tasi', and I'm feeling great that even though we only covered one of the four new concepts being introduced at this Dars, or at least in the first part of Ad-Dars al-Tasi', which is Alif, So hence, alhamdulillah, we're going to stop there because now it's Salah time in Jeddah. So inshallah ta'ala we'll continue this in our next lesson, continue from the Dars al-Tasi'. Hopefully by then you will have a better understanding, do some revision, do some reading around, do some learning on this issue. Go to the Mus'haf, go to the Quran and see examples of Na'at and Man'ud side by side. The homework is find me 5 examples of Na'atun wa Man'udun in the Quran. 5 examples of Na'atun wa Man'udun in the Quran. I shall homework, my brothers. Send it to me inshallah on WhatsApp. والله أعلم وصلى اللهم وسلم على نبينا محمد.